This is Trade Flow News, bringing you relevant news and insights from around the world. Trade Flow News, enabling trade for SMEs and economies worldwide.
Welcome back to Trade Flow TV. You know the drill. Markets move fast, and if you're not ahead, you're under. It is Thursday, June 25th, 2026, and the paper commodity markets are officially breaking under the weight of physical reality. What started as whispers and rumors earlier this week has mutated into sovereign panic and institutional defaults. If your portfolio is relying on cash-settled futures contracts instead of physical atoms, you are on the wrong side of history. Let's get you caught up for the global open. First up, the 60-second commodities flash, silver's delivery delay shock. The force majeure rumors we tracked yesterday just found their grounding. Overnight, reports surfaced that a major vaulting facility is requesting 30 to 45-day delivery extensions on massive institutional silver contracts. The paper market is panicking, sending spot silver violently up to $76.20 per ounce. The paper-to-physical decoupling is live. Meanwhile, Agflation hits rice. The food protectionism contagion is spreading faster than central banks can track. Following Tuesday's bans on wheat and sugar, two major Asian exporting powerhouses have just signaled they are drafting emergency quotas on rice exports. Asian soft commodity indices are going parabolic. Brent crude has officially crossed the Rubicon, trading at $91.45 a barrel. It is no longer just about transit time. Major maritime syndicates are threatening to declare certain Middle East corridors entirely uninsurable without sovereign backing. Finally, look at copper's sovereign risk. LME copper is testing $14,500 per ton. The rolling blackouts across South American mining corridors have escalated. Host nations have declared a state of emergency, effectively halting copper concentrate processing. Let us take a deep dive into why the paper futures market for silver is breaking down and how the sudden panic in global rice markets guarantees a sticky, devastating wave of global inflation. The data hitting global terminals proves that when the system runs out of physical inventory, paper contracts become absolutely worthless. Here is what is driving the tape today. Look at the silver decoupling. We warned you yesterday that the enterprise squeeze was going to break the COMEX. Today, the fractures are visible. Tech giants and grid-scale solar manufacturers who stood for physical delivery at $74 are being told they need to wait. As a result, corporate procurement officers are entirely abandoning the futures exchanges and aggressively bidding up the price of silver in the over-the-counter spot market. We are now seeing massive physical premiums. Silver is no longer trading based on the US dollar. It is trading on absolute atom-level scarcity. This brings us to the contagion of rice protectionism. The agricultural dominoes are falling exactly as we modeled. Wheat and sugar were the warning shots. Rice is the main event. Rice is the primary caloric staple for over half the global population. Because crude oil at $91 has made fertilizer imports impossibly expensive, domestic crop yields are deeply threatened. To prevent catastrophic domestic shortages, top Asian rice exporters are hoarding their rice supplies in advance. If you are a net importer country, your food security is in a blender. This guarantees that global food inflation will remain structurally elevated through the end of 2026, completely paralyzing the Federal Reserve from any dovish maneuvers. At the same time, you must understand the uninsurable energy floor. Forget about strategic petroleum reserve releases. Oil only sails if it's insured. With Brent holding above $91, the market is pricing in a dark fleet premium only the risk takers are moving product, and they are charging exorbitant rates. This is a structural, logistical tax. Here is the trade flow take. The transition from a financialized market to a physical market is violently underway. The paper pricing mechanisms for industrial metals are failing. Maintain aggressive long exposure to physical resource producers, completely avoid paper commodity ETFs, and rotate capital into defensive agricultural processing equities. Stay liquid, stay sharp, have a great trading session, and we will see you tomorrow.
That is all for today's news on commodity markets. Stay tuned to Trade Flow News as we continue to provide you with more updates. We also invite you to follow us on Twitter at Trade Flow News, which allows you to watch our program on your mobile device or desktop to receive information from there.